Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be watching a replay of a 2.6 player. He is a little over basic. He's not bad. He's not pro. He's having around, I think, 6K, 7K trophies. So we're just going to watch some of his replays. He's pretty rusty. He let me know, but surely there's something we can analyze in them. So let's just take a look at the first one. This is a match against Goblin Giant Bowler, and so that deck right there has been pretty popular the last couple weeks. Bowler is in pretty much every deck you see. So here I'd split my skeletons in the back. There's not really anything better to do. It's a good play. I'd probably go with Log next, either on the left or right tower. Whenever you have cannon in hand, you can wait 1 or 2 elixir before playing, if they don't play anything, if you want to do that. And so far he's playing good. Ice Spirit on the left side, that's good. From here, I'd probably Ice Golem in the back to start a defense for that push. He opted for a Hog Ice Golem on the right side. In single elixir, you don't want to combine your Hogs with Ice Golem too often. That's more of a ×2 elixir push. And then you see right there, he's going to be a little bit down in elixir. And since he cycled his Muskie in the back behind King Tower, it's unfortunately going to walk up next to the cannon, which could give him some spell value. Thankfully, the opponent didn't have any spells, so he didn't have enough elixir for lightning, so that worked out. A little aggressive from what I see. The Hog down the middle, and he's going to have that counter push of the Fisherman to now deal with that Musketeer. So, in my opinion, not the best Hog. You better know when you've got to start defending and when you can stink that Hog in there. So probably just going to chip this out with an Ice Spirit. Pretty good Ice Spirit. You can do it on opposite side like that, or you can do it kind of right in front of your tower, as long as it's far enough to start the wind up for the Fisherman. So it looks like the opponent's going to go Goblin Giant in the back. Probably going to start up a big push. I thought that was bait. I thought that Muskie was bait to bait as lightning before the cannon, but the cannon still went down. The biggest mistake I see in this is that he's Muskieing in the middle a lot. Whenever you cycle your Muskie and you're planning to use a building later, you're going to want to put your Muskie in the back corner. And so whenever it walks up, it will be touching the tower, which makes it still lightningable against his 4-2 or a 4-3 cannon. But that right there is an easy lightning, and so probably not the best placement. You really got to keep her on the side. Okay, Evo Skellies to hopefully save the day. Whenever those are down on something, I always expect them to be spelled out immediately. And so that guy could have raged, and the Goblin Giant could have kept going, and so just kind of something to watch out for. Okay, here I'd probably try an anti-lightning cannon. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. It's still gonna get hit by the or hit with the Muskie, but it's gonna save you a little bit. Let me say, good knockback, good skellies, but I think everything's just gonna kind of add up, and that's gonna begin. So the opponent having Fisherman, Bowler, Little Prince knockback. This is a hard matchup for Hog, and so it's going to be even harder going the same side like that. So if you can find a time to switch sides, try, but near the end he's already down that much health on that tower, you may as well just try to keep go for that. Probably would have tried to spell cycle and then gone full defense, but not too bad of a match. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, this next match is going to be against Lava Loon with Little Prince, and so let's see how it does. With the starting hand, I would actually now I would not Hog in the corner. I'd probably take a Muskie in the back on the side with 3 barbs, or Log on that side and waste an elixir or 2 if you have to. The Hog it's gonna force out another response in front of their Barbarians, and then you're just gonna be dealing with more counter push. So better to kind of play it a little like that. And so you'll see here he just didn't have enough elixir. He had to use his cannon. I think he over defended right there with the Ice Spirit. He knew he was already down. And he's down 4 elixir right now. And in a matchup like Lava Loon, that's usually game. And he goes on the offensive again, despite being down. Sometimes you just kind of don't have a good idea that you're down in elixir. You may think you're somewhat even and still in the game. I would have probably, instead of Hog, I would have Ice Golem in the back left behind King Tower. And then whenever the Lava Hound comes up, kind of the bridge at Muskie. If you didn't have Ice Golem in hand, you could also just match a Lava Hound in their back corner with your Muskie in the back corner at the same time. They will both approach bridge at about the same time, giving you an extra 2 or so tiles to block the Muskie from anything else they put at the bridge, like a Mega Minion. So. Okay, they're somewhat even in elixir. Alchemy is down 1. Hog would not be too good of an idea because he's got Evo Barbs in hand, unless he's got a Log Fireball to support it. Okay, that's a good play. Just cycling Muskie in the back. You can either put it behind King Tower in the corner. There's no Lava Hound coming down right now, so. Okay, he forces out the Evo Barbs. Which can be easily kited by that Muskie right there. Hopefully he doesn't have to spend too much, or else that will be a negative elixir Hog and a negative trade with the counter push. Okay, I personally do not prediction log. You can still get a Hog hit with a reactionary log when the tombstone goes down. Okay, and he's a little bit, he's rusty in the game. He hasn't played a lot against Little Prince, and so the Ice Spirit right in front of the Little Prince, it was bad, but I guess something he didn't really think about. So that's going to be game, but that is a pretty rough matchup if not played right. So let's go into the third game. Looks like this one's going to be against Royal Recruits, Miner, and Poison. So, pretty difficult matchup it looks like. They've got Inferno Tower and Royal Recruits for the Hog, but both are pretty outcyclable. So, if you can force out an Inferno Tower, it kills your Hog, then you cycle back, you can usually get back to your Hog quicker. Same with Royal Recruits. If they've got it in hand, usually just don't go Hog at all. It's better to not even try than to log with it, hit a couple Royal Recruits, and be down to elixir 6. So against Recruits, you don't want to waste log, but of course you didn't know we had log. Just going forward, once you see those go down, be very conscientious of when you're playing that log. Because usually, if all of them have their shield, it's going to be about double the hits it takes to kill them all, so it's going to be a bit harder to defend.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
Okay, I think you over defended there a little bit with the Ice Spirit at the bottom to save some damage. Against Royal Recruits, you don't want to be too far down. And again, you never want to surround the Little Prince with something before the ability goes down. You always want to wait for the ability to come down, and if it doesn't, just kind of put something in front of the tower on either side to block her shots while you're waiting for that to go down. Okay, from here I would try to cannon or Muskie in the middle again and pull them in, kind of like that, but a little earlier. And I want to put that opposite side instead of in the same side. That's just going to cause them to kind of group up, and that's going to be the reason that those get some... I guess the reason he had to use log and be down 2 more elixir with no log in hand. Okay, that tower is most likely going to be chipped out by log poison in a moment during this push, so I wouldn't worry about defending it too much with that muskie. I would have just put muskie in the back maybe and prepared for a bigger push. Again, all this is a lot easier said than done, especially while watching the replay and seeing both of their elixir bars. And so, you know, in the game you may not be thinking about all this. So, I wish I was good enough to be thinking this all real time while tracking the cards, but it's a little different story spectating. Okay, pretty good fireball. That's kind of all he had to do, but unfortunately this wasn't in time. So, well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know if you have any video ideas that you'd like to see me do. So, see you guys.